Hi. Grand Rising. Yeah, so I've tried to talk about this it's been about 3 days now. For 3 days, I've been trying to find a way to try to explain some of the things that are going on because everything that I do is supposed to be a lesson for you. Right? Okay, so let's start with the human design. The human design has archetypes. You can't quote me on what all four of them are. But then you get hybrids. I myself am a hybrid of two. It's called a Manifestor Generator. All I have to do, I don't have to do a lot. Okay, remember I have 14 trees in my chart. Trees determine how easy your life is going to be. Hold up, time out. Trees are going to determine how easy your life is going to be. All right. So when I have 14 in there, it creates just the ultimate manifester. I don't have to do much. I just have to think on it a whole lot and do certain things to you got to clear space for the universe. Okay, so here's an example. When I was 9 years old, my parents really wanted to buy this house. They wanted to buy this house. They worked so hard to buy this house, but things just weren't working out. I'll never forget it because, first of all, it was 1997. 1997 was the year of Jubilee for those who are devout Christians and know about that, right? Anybody remember that? My niece was born in 97. It was one of the best years of my life. You feel me? So I wanted this house too. Obviously, I'm a child. I want a big house. The fuck? What did I do? I packed my shit. I packed it. I packed my shit and I believed that God was going to give me the house, and I literally did not play with my toys for almost a year. There was some point I did pull out a few, and I mean, they were in there so long, I had spiders in the boxes. We ended up getting the house. Now, did I manifest that house? No, I didn't. But my faith created an avenue for my parents. You know what I'm saying? So now I do stuff like that now. I have a bed for my daughter, even though my daughter has not been with me in years. Every couple months I would buy toys and have toys ready for her, and then after those months went up, I would give them to her so that it's not like, she gets to at least enjoy them, right? But I would keep them for a couple months just in case. You have to live your life in a just in case type state, and that is how you manifest. That is a way to manifest. All right. So I'm a manifestor generator. If shit is not looking how it's supposed to look, something's up. Because all I got to do is think it. All right. Now, I gave you this long dissertation for a reason. Because next, my power center is my solar plexus. That's where all my power comes from. If it's damaged, it means that I can only focus my energy on so many places at one time. I find it really disrespectful that some of you think that there's anything else I need to do. Any habits I need to break, any habits I need to create. No, I don't have time for that right now. I know how long it takes to create a habit. We all remember the infantilization video, correct? I'm gonna tell you the two main things I focus on. For someone who is single, doesn't have any children, it can be really easy for you, and even when you have a solar plexus wound, because the only person you have to focus on is you. I'm a parent. And not only am I a parent, I'm a parent of a child who was wounded. Remember, if I'm in isolation, he's in isolation also. There's people that he loves, that he wants to see, that he's experiencing wounds as well. And he doesn't have emotional intelligence. He's getting there, you know? Let me see if you can see. He's getting there. He's getting there. But I have to focus all of my will into getting him there, into being patient with him, okay? Because he has rage. This causes rage. Being isolated causes rage. Enmeshment causes rage for both parties. I'm not perfect. I am guilty of losing my cool, okay? But I lose it less when I don't put too much energy towards everything else. I just focus on the child, answering his 100 questions about shit I don't give a fuck about. I don't care about Aquaman. I don't care how old Sonic is. I really hate this shit over here on my table. Okay. But it's for his benefit. That means I'm exerting a lot of patience. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I have had days where I snapped, okay? But they get fewer and far in between because that's the habit that I'd rather work on. And it's really draining because it's not just me. I'm working on healing his solar plexus. I'm working on making sure that his root is straight. I'm making sure that he can express his emotions. That takes a lot of work. If I was just worried about healing myself, I could do a lot of different things. But I'm not. On top of that, he's got his little friends that come over here, and that is definitely a test of patience because they're just in the beginning of their journey. Okay. Then I gotta work on making sure my sacral doesn't get fucked up and full of guilt whenever I do snap. I do a lot of fucking work, bro. I'm not supposed to be doing this by myself. I'm not. And I didn't damage this child by myself. Where is he to take accountability for this child? He just popped up out of the sheets. You want to see my baby sleep? That takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of fucking energy. I bet I won't fucking worry about creating a habit that only benefits a man that wants to bend me over. You know, it only takes 3 times a week, to be physically fit. Those who want to overdo it and do 6 days a week because they have a goal or some shit like that, that's fine. Do that. But it only takes 3 days a week, and your body is never going to do more than what it is capable of. A lot of people have 2-week challenges. When I do those 2-week challenges, I don't have any results. The only results I have is in strength. It's not in my actual physical appearance. That means there's an issue. The body is holding on to weight. Okay, so I only need 2 weeks of work because if I work 4 weeks, it's still not going to do anything. Those 2-week programs are designed to show results, regardless. So when I do 14 days in a row, it's the equivalent of doing 3 times a week for a month. That's my habit. That's what I did. And if I could just get into safety and I did 2 weeks, I would actually lose the weight I'm trying to lose on my lower body. It's not really your business, but I'm gonna let you know. And then the reason this is even a conversation is because you need to know the most important thing. See, I started off with what kind of manifestor I am. I'm a manifestor generator. All I have to do is think about it. And if I think about it and think about it and think about it and concentrate on it, then it will come to pass, right? So I worked on my son, I worked on my son, I worked on my son, I worked on my son. Yeah, so I spend a lot of time not trying to focus on your death. I use my personal will to keep you alive. You don't understand. You're like, some of y'all like really don't understand just how powerful I am. You know, you think all this shit is a joke. I said I can move clouds. Now, if I can move some fucking clouds in the sky, you know, they look fluffy, but they're actually very heavy. If I can move clouds in the sky, I can explode your head from over here if I really wanted to and if I thought about it long and hard. And it is a natural response to have rage to people who have betrayed you, who have harmed you, who have put you in harm's way. It's natural to have those thoughts of revenge. 11:11 on the screen. Fuck. So I focus a lot of my time on making sure your dumbasses stay alive.